Okay, so this video today is another short. It's going to work on some balance stuff. We've got a bit of standing work at the beginning, and then we're going to come down and do some tummy stuff and a few little press ups. So kind of an all over body session today. This one is another prenatal friendly video, so would be fine for trimester 1, trimester 2, probably trimester 3 at the beginning, but see how it goes towards the end. So let's make a start. We're going to start with a couple of roll downs. So let's just start. I'm going to turn sideways, but of course you can go whichever way. And just make sure that your feet are about hip distance apart, you're growing nice and tall, and that your shoulder blades are down your back, and that your head is up above your shoulders, so you're not poking your chin out here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, nod your chin, pull your tummy in and fold forwards. Just getting a little bit of mobility in your back before we start. So come down to wherever feels natural for you. If you are pregnant and you're doing this, you might just want to roll forwards a little way and then come back up. So if you're down here, take an inhale. As you exhale, pull your tummy in, roll your way back up to the top. We've just got one more like that. So inhale at the top. Exhale, nod your chin, pull your tummy in, fold forwards to wherever feels right for you. You might just want to come to here, or you might be able to come all the way down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, pull your tummy in, roll your way back up to the top. Good, float your head up last, bring your shoulders up, draw them back, slide them down. From here, we're just going to do some leg lifts. So either holding onto something if you're worried about your balance, or hands on your hips. We're just going to lift and lower alternate legs. Good. Trying to minimize the amount of shifting in your body. So if you feel like you're doing this, you can try and bring your weight back to the center. Keep your hips nice and level as you do your little marches, we call them in Pilates. Shoulder blades down your back, nice and tall through your waist. Good, last 3, 2, we're going to hold it on this 1. Good, and again, just try to keep your hips nice and level. You can be holding on to something if you want to. Grow nice and tall. Can you just extend the leg and bend the leg, and extend and bend? So working on a little bit of balance. It's always really important to work on your balance. Apparently, according to Michael Mosley's podcasts, we lose our balance from the age of 40. It starts to go, or if you've had a baby, or if you have an injury. So we have to work on it all the time. Last 3, 2, 1. Swap over there. Bring the other leg up in your balance. Grow out of your waist and extend and bend and extend and bend. Good. Shoulder blades down your back. Lovely. Last 3, 2, 1. Replace that leg there. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to send one leg back behind you, but put all your weight on that front leg. You can be holding on to something here, or you can have your hands on your hips, whatever you want to do. We're just going to take all of your weight onto that front leg, and then we're just going to lift and lower the back leg. So nice straight leg. Pull your tummy in and up, forwards lean, all of your weight on that front leg. Good, lift and lower, and lift and lower. Big squeeze of your bum as you're doing your lift and lower. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg up there if you can. Pull your tummy in and up. Can you see if you can reach your arms up overhead? Remember, you can be holding on if you want to. Now you're going to bring your knee in as you bring your arms down, and then stretch it out long again. We're just doing 5 of these, really challenging that balance and that stability. In and stretch. Last 2. In, my ankle is wobbling all over the place, being on the mat. In and stretch. Hold it here on this one. Pull your tummy in and up. Reach your leg long. Reach your arms long. Good, grow nice and tall. Let's swap onto the other side. So, bend in that front leg, all the weight goes on that. Send the back leg back, the other leg back. Take a lean forwards. Hold on to something if you want to. Just going to lift and lower that back leg. Lift and lower. So if you're on a mat, it's quite a tough surface to balance on. So you might want to come onto a harder floor for this, or just hold on. It's fine. You'll still be getting that balance challenge. Woo, she says. Squeeze your bum as you lift and lift and lift. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold it up there. See if you can reach your arms forwards in your balance. And then you're going to bring your knee in and your arms down, and then stretch Knee in, arms down, and stretch. Last 3, 2, last 1. Can you hold this one? Stretch your legs, stretch your arms, pick your tummy up, and hold and hold and hold. Good, and come down there. Give your legs a little shake. We're going to bring your feet so they're a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Remember, hip distance apart is just a little bit wider than your fist. So you're just going to bring them out a little bit more. We're going to go into some squats here. So can you send your bum back, reach your arms forwards, then grow tall. Bum back, arms forwards. So make sure that your knees are following the line of your feet and that you're not dropping your knees inwards or sending them too far out to the side. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Hold this one here. Can you see if you can bring your arms up overhead? Good. Then little pulses here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand nice and tall. Bring your arms down there. Lovely. We're going to come down onto the mat now. So come down in your roll down. So take an inhale. As you exhale, nod your chin, pull your tummy in and fold forwards. You're going to come all the way down now onto the mat. So take a bend in your legs. Let's start off with a little bit of cat-cow here, just to mobilize through your spine. So arch your back away from the mat. Then sink your lower back down. Take a look forwards. And just flow through that a few times just to take out any tension from your back. Good. Last one. Come back to the center there. We're going to come into a seated position and just do a few little side bends just to open up through your side. So you could sit with both legs bent, or you could come into this kind of Z-sit position. I'm going to reach one arm up and then take a lean away towards your feet. Good. Really open up through that side. Good. Bring that arm down there. Switch your legs around to the other side. Hold onto your ankles or your shin. Reach the other arm up. Then take a lean away. Come back to center there. We're going to come into a seated position. So feet down on the mat, little bend in the legs. Then we're going to come down onto your elbows. So from here, can you just tuck your tailbone under and then release. Tuck your tailbone under and then release. We're just looking for a little bit of lower back mobility. Then come to rest somewhere in the middle of that movement. Open up through your chest. Think about pulling your tummy in and up just a little bit. And then we're going to float one leg up to tabletop and pop it down. On the other leg up to tabletop and pop it down. So real gentle ab exercise here. So just some knee folds, we would call them. Lifting and lowering the leg. As you're doing this, try to keep your tummy pulled in and up. Imagine you're pulling those hip bones together at the front of your body. Good. On the next one, can you lift that leg up and hold it there? Then stretch that leg out long and draw it back in. Leg out long and draw it back in. If you want a harder version of this, you can bring both legs up in a tabletop position, but just stick with the one leg for now. So either foot down or both legs up. Good. Last 3, 2, 1. Swap legs. Float the other leg up and stretch and draw in and stretch and draw in. Good. Remember, you could have both legs up if you're looking for a little bit more of a challenge here. Keep pulling those hip bones together, pulling your tummy in and up. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg down there. Pick up the first leg again. We're going to do scissors here. So keeping that angle at your knee, can you pop your foot down and pick it back up? Pop your foot down and pick it back up. And again, you can make this harder by having both legs up. We're just going to stick with that same side for now. So either foot down or both legs up. Good. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg down there. Pick up the first leg again. We're going to do scissors here. So keeping that angle at your knee, can you pop your foot down and pick it back up? Pop your foot down and pick it back up. And again, you can make this harder by having both legs up. We're just going to stick with that same side for now. Good. So this is a slightly harder version. Having your foot down would be the easier version. Lovely. Last 3, 2, 1. Swap onto the other side. So pop the foot down, lift it up, and down, and up. You can have this leg down, and up, and down, and up. Just a little bit of work for your tummy, but staying nice and upright. Driving through those elbows. Pushing the chest out a little bit. Good work. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both feet down there. Push up to seated. I'm going to go into a little half roll up here. So can you hold on behind your thighs and pull yourself up into a lovely tall seated position. And then pull your tummy in and up to hold you there as you bring your arms out in front. Take an inhale. Exhale, nod your chin, round through your spine and roll back to about halfway or wherever feels fine for you. And then come back up to the top. Inhale there. Exhale, roll back. Pull your tummy in and up. Come back up to the top. And roll back. Good. So nice and gentle. If you want to make this harder, you can come all the way down to the mat in your roll up. Arms overhead. Exhale as your arms come forward. Nod your chin, pull your tummy in and scoop your way up off the mat. Good. So you could stick with halfway, or you can come all the way. Good. Let's go for 4 more of whichever version you're doing. 3, 2. Nice back mobilizer too. Last one. Good. Grow nice and tall. Bring your arms down by your sides there. We can do a spine stretch forwards here. So can you bring your legs out in front, separate your feet so they're about mat distance apart and draw your toes back towards your knees. You can do this with bent legs if you prefer. So just make sure that your spine is nice and upright. You can either have your arms down by your sides and start sliding them forwards, or you can bring your arms out in front. So it really depends. If you're one of my pregnant clients, then it really depends how you're feeling and where you want your tummy to go. So grow nice and tall. Take an inhale. Exhale, nod your chin, pull your tummy in and reach. As you're reaching forwards, can you push your hips back behind you and grow nice and tall? Do this with straight legs. Take an inhale. Exhale, nod your chin, pull your tummy in and reach. Push your hips back behind you. Reach your arms out in front. Grow nice and tall. Let's do 2 more. This is it with my arms down by my sides. So nod your chin, pull your tummy in, slide your arms forwards. And grow nice and tall. Just 1 more. Inhale there. Exhale, nod your chin. Pull your tummy in and slide. Push your hips back behind you. Reach your fingers forwards. Good. And grow nice and tall there. Last thing now, let's come on to all fours. For a few little press-ups here, we're going to do the easiest version we've got of press-ups. We're going to come into a 4-point kneeling position or a box kind of position. Start with your hands underneath your shoulders and then walk your hands out about half a hand distance. Good. From here, can you very deliberately slide your shoulder blades down your back and pull your tummy in. You take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to tip forward slightly. Bring your forehead down towards the mat and then push up. You want your elbows to stay close to your sides. Good. So we're aiming for 10. If you want to make this harder, bring your knees back further. Send your bum forwards. If you want to make it harder still, come up onto your toes. But whichever position you're in, you want your elbows to stay close to your sides, so that your shoulder blades are down your back and you've got a really nice strong shoulder position. Good, let's go for 5 more. Elbows in. Last 3, 2, last 1. Good. Bring your feet together, separate your knees, push your bum back over your heels, reach your arms forwards, have a little stretch. So a nice gentle session. Working on your balance and stability, your bum, a little bit of abs, Definitely some arms. Good work. So when you're ready, slide your hands back towards your knees, tuck your toes under, come into a little ball shape if you can. You remember you can have your knees down on the mat, toes tucked under, chin down towards your chest. When you're ready, take an inhale. As you exhale, lengthen out through your legs. Keep your head low as you come into that forward fold position, or just come up however you want to come up, nice and slowly. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull your tummy in, roll your way back up to the top. Let your head be the last thing to come up, then bring your shoulders up, draw them back, slide them down, and you're all done. Well done.